Today I'm taking you through my personal experience using the Abanca Visa debit card, starting with how I applied for it and what the onboarding process was like. The registration was fairly simple, entirely online, and I appreciated that there wasn't too much paperwork involved. Once I submitted my ID and basic information, the approval process only took a couple of days. After that, I received the card by mail within a week. The physical card itself is standard Visa design, with contactless capabilities. Activating it via the Abanca mobile app was straightforward, but I did notice that the app interface could use a bit of modernization. It's functional, but definitely not the most intuitive layout I've seen. Navigation isn't always smooth, and some menu items feel a bit buried under layers of submenus. Once the card was active, I started using it for daily purchases. In-store contactless payments work fine in most cases, but there were two occasions where I had issues with terminals not accepting the card even though other Visa cards worked. Online purchases were successful overall, though I did experience one payment failure due to 3D secure verification not loading properly. That issue resolved after I updated the app, so it may have been a temporary glitch. Abanca does not charge for everyday card use like local purchases, but international fees are on the higher side. I tested the card while traveling within the EU and noticed that although the currency conversion rate was fair, there was an added fee for each foreign transaction, which isn't great if you travel a lot or shop online from international retailers. The Abanca app includes basic features like transaction history, instant card blocking, and limits control. However, there is no real-time notification feature, which I find to be a serious drawback. If you're used to getting immediate alerts for every card activity, this could be frustrating. The customer service was responsive via chat, but not always helpful. The agent sometimes provided vague or scripted answers. Many useful links you can find in the description. Security-wise, the card is protected by standard Visa policies, but Abanca does not offer additional layers of protection, like virtual card numbers or single-use tokens, which other modern banks and fintechs are now offering. If you're privacy conscious or want tighter control over online transactions, this might be a deal breaker. One thing I did like was the card's integration with Apple Pay and Google Pay, which worked without issues. It's a major plus for anyone relying on mobile payments. However, Abanca does not currently support linking the card to platforms like PayPal or Revolut for funding purposes, which could limit flexibility for some users. Overall, I'd say the Abanca Visa debit card is decent for basic use, especially if you live in Spain and do most of your banking domestically. But if you're looking for a modern, feature-rich debit card experience with low international fees and a more advanced app, there are better options available. The lack of real-time alerts, higher foreign transaction fees, and clunky app design are noticeable weaknesses. If this review helped you, consider giving it a like and subscribing for more honest, real-world reviews just like this one.